I just like to praise the Lord because of His blessing. We are here. Before, I just like to share my testimony. Now I am non-veg. Actually, my grandfather, their generation is their vegetarian, pure vegetarian. So I just, how I become non-veg from vegetarian to non-veg. When I became a Christian, I become non-veg. Because we always remember only what Mrs. Choi taught us, Genesis chapter 1. But as we are Adventists, some of them, we always remember this one, Genesis chapter 7. 7 pairs animal, clean animals. So, 2004, how I convert 7 Adventists, let me say a little bit, 2 minutes, sir. Because my grandfather, there we call sadhu, means they never eat meat, just they eat veg. But my father, from sadhu to little lower, means they can eat anything, means like, and he is a drunkard, so I don't like. And then I like to thank God also because I was because of the God's blessing, I can speak somehow English also, because till class 2 I was in Bengali medium student in Tripura Special Government School is in Bengali medium. So only we have one subject English. That also in the week only once they have a class. That lecture was with Bengali and not with English. But in 2004 one of from Mizoram, they came into my village and they talks about the health. Like smoking, like drinking is not good for health and like this. So I was so interested. But I don't want to become a Christian because we used to, in my village there is some Christian are there. I didn't see any difference. Like they are Hindu and Christian, nothing changed. Only they believe Jesus, they believe idols. That's all. So then they talks about the health. And then I was literally inspired. Then 2 things I convert a Christian. One is the health and the other one is in my village that time there is no good vehicle. So they came with a Tata Sumo, nice vehicle. So I want to roam with that vehicle. So because of that, then after 4 days they have effort. Then my cousin brother, the one who invited to our village to set this 7 Adventists, he forced me. If didn't convert, he forced me to convert. I don't know nothing. Just I know that the health talks for 4 days. Then he forced you convert a Christian. Then how I'll convert alone? Then you call your friend. Then I just call my friend. Let's go. I call my friend. See, if you convert, if you baptize, we'll get to room with this vehicle. Then they were so excited. Okay, let's go then. So 7 of us we came, and then they took us one place, not in my place, other place. They took us and we convert, and then they give us one napkin and they give good food. So we enjoy. Then we enjoy with the vehicle and all. We roam here and there and all. So enjoy. Then after I converted 7 Adventists, next day they did told about the Sabbath also, about the which we cannot eat, clean, unclean. Just they talked about the drinking, smoking, and the wine and all. So then next Sabbath they started. We are the 7-day Adventists. We observe the creation, the Sabbath day. That Sabbath is fall on Saturday. Then our whole village was second. How come other Christians are observing the Sunday? This Christian are observing on Saturday. Then only I no interest anymore then, because we used to think that Christian means they observe the Sunday. Then my uncle called me. He's recently got married. He called me to his house. I went their house. 1 week I was there. They give me good food and always they give pork meat something and all. I eat that 1 week without fail. Then after that, one of our circles said, that time I completed my class 12 in 2005. Then, Uttam, if you didn't continue your further study, you go seminar. Then they sent me in ATS in 2005 in the month of June. When I came there, in seminar, I learned about Ellen G. White, the taught, and especially this Pastor Edison, he was there. I used to go in the evening to take the means Bible class and all in seminar. Then from German, they taught us how to become a vegetarian. So in 2005, I was pure vegetarian from 2006. Then they taught us Ellen G. White means like in the market, in what Mrs. Choi said in the Ellen G. White written is in the market is selling beef, meat are not good anymore. Then me and my friend, both of us, we became a pure vegetarian for 1 year. Then after that, they said, I want to know more about God. Then I was so excited, and then okay, I can tell my people what I learned about good things to become a pure vegetarian, about Ellen G. White and all. If we eat chili, how it affects our intestine, we learn and all everything. And then when I went in 2006 in the month of June 27, I think Sir was there. I think there. Unfortunately, we make an accident. In the spot, 25 of them, they died. I have that picture. After this, I can say with the Maker Hills. And that time, I was so discouraged. I learned many things, good things. But why God? I was upset with God. Why God is doing to me like that? Because that our bus, night bus, it was rolling 3 times. So at that time, we lost everything, our clothes and all in the spot. So we returned back in the seminar. We stayed back there 1 week, but nothing has happened. Later I realized if I could have died there at that in 25, I couldn't be there. But and then that time our ATS principal was shocked when they went to see the spot where we make accident. Really, God saved you. Then after 1 week, I returned home. My mom said, since you make accident and all, then she cooked for me nice food with chicken, fish and all. I said, I'll not have. Then I didn't eat egg also. No, I'll not have. What happened? You 7-day Adventist, you didn't eat only pork and all. Now you're stopped eating chicken and fish, egg also. What's wrong with you? My mom said, nothing's wrong. I want to live healthy life. Then when I worked as after making accident, I went home. I worked as a gospel outreach for 3 months. Okay.
Just tell what have you learned from attending this.
Okay. What I learned is okay. Then I went for my theology. I became a meat eater. Okay. Then from that time I suffered a lot. Now I have this one list. From there I took allopathic, and then from last year I keep in my wallet for gastric. This one from last year I started homeopathy. This is the for one. After 6 months I have to visit. Because my wife is getting irritated because morning also as soon as I woke up I have to go for toilet. After eating food also I have to go. Whenever I have my meal I have to go. And my food timing also at night we used to eat 10:30, 9:30 and sleeping 12:30 and all. But after I came here, I totally forgot that Genesis chapter 7. Pairs of 7 clean. Now it's Genesis chapter 1. Yeah. When I start Esnel by one day, before past 5 years, I am always getting loose motion. I know if I eat chicken, I suffer, but still my mouth cannot control. I used to have. But last week I attend, and next day, only one time I did. Or that also, in the morning only. After meal also, I didn't do anything till now. Almost 6 days only. I used to go. When else I wake up, that went only. So now I feel, now I can concentrate also. I can sit also. Otherwise, I cannot concentrate much in any meeting also. When I speak, I can speak, but with others, when someone speak, I used to go out always some giving excuse. I need to do like this, but this meeting really without fail, all the meeting I attend, and so now I think means I am feeling better. So I'll try to become now again. Which past when I became Adventist, that one I want to live like that. So thank you so much, Maker Hills. Really, it's healed me. And I told my wife also. My wife is waiting for me. She wants to reduce. And she said, "When are you coming?" I said, "I am coming on Thursday." She said, "It's too late. If you can come as much as possible, it will be very nice. I also want to reduce." So thank you so much, Maker Hills. And I'd like to thank our Union President also. He invited us also. Thank you so much, and everyone. May God bless you all.
Hi everyone, my name is Trimson Shata. I think most of you know me. Most of you don't know me, that is obviously. And I want to share you some of my testimony and how I came here, right? There's a long story. But before that, the other day, I want to share you a little bit story. The other day, I was in the kitchen at night. I was so hungry. So what I did is that I take some bread and butter and peanut butter, chapati, put it all together. I was alone there in the kitchen, the guest house, right? And then I came down there, up the stair, down to here. Some of them, you know, those who left, they were there, okay? So I started to be there. I started to sit and started to eat. When I eat, some of them, you know, they are there because they have like fruit fasting, right? Like for 3 or 4 days. I was there. After that, they started to take, you know, their hands nicely and took, okay, let me test this a little bit. And they took, you know, this vegetable like that. They took slowly and started to eat. Little, but after that, the full plate that I have, they took it all. I don't want to mention who's that guy, but I know that some of them, they know it. And now, that is all things happen there. I mean, we enjoy a lot. And after that, they started to take, started to eat with me and then something like that. So they're so hungry that I know. But, you know, we are friends like that. But they know that from now onwards, they're gonna do these things and do that things. And I very like those guys actually. I mean, they already love me and I love them all. I want to share you my testimony. It's not an easy things for me to come here. It's all like, my life is all like thorns, you know. But I make friends with those thorns. When I was invited by Pastor Aroram, he was there in Bangkok, I got a message like that. I did not question or I did not say to anyone, give me the money, or to my parents. I know they do not have money to give me. And I know I heard like it is like, you know, like 600 like registration like that. And I was thinking, oh, how can I get the money to come here? And I was thinking that, but I did not question anyone. I did not say, oh, Pastor Arra, please do these things or do that things for me. No, I didn't say that one. So what I did is that I started to have, you know, work my own like that. And then get some little bit money from here and there, like a donation from here and then from my grandma, from 300, 400 from here and there. And I got a chance to go here. And now, I want to share with you also, like many of you now maybe think that I'm a pastor or maybe evangelist. Some of them, they know that one. Some of them, they are thinking. Some of them, they ask me, oh, where do you work? But actually, I'm just in 10th grade. That is the reason. So maybe I'm like, very, you know, mature and all, but I'm just in 10th grade. The reason is that we belong to a poor family. We don't have much money, all these things. I was like in 10, when I was in 10, it's like I was in class 1 or 2 like that. We don't have they don't know how to education, something like that. We don't do that. There is no proper school also.
Go straight
Yeah.
to what the mentors have done to you. Don't tell your story.
Yeah. So after that, there's all questions came to me. There are two things accident happened to me. That is, the first is that I was got an accident. That was with my father. There one man died there. We went to a deep forest at that time. So from there, I was like something lifted me up here. So that's long story. I want to make it shorter there. After that, there's one also the story. It happened there near my. It's like a town. I was got an accident where the vehicle struck me like that, hit me, and I couldn't walk for about a year. From that moment, I said that I want to work for God. And from that one, when I heard about this story, when Pastor Ara invited me, I came here, and what I have learned is that I will do like medical work. I will study in my hometown, whatever I can do, and I will do this. I will do this what I can do. So this is what I have learned. I have learned so many things when I come here. So this is my testimony. Thank you.
Thank you for giving me time. In the month of May this year, Pastor Aurora wrote to us about seminar to Tripura, but we don't know much about the seminars. We didn't respond well, but later Pastor Odinga circulate Maker here seminar here in Shillong and Riverside. So I thought we'll send somebody. But last committee, Edison Samras can. He once attended the meeting and he gave some thing about the Maker Hill. They eat to orange, banana, they fast, but most of the peoples went home well. That time I made decision I'll be the first one who will go. Then I called the corner one, who once got heart attack, almost died. One of my best evangelists, whom I trust. I call him, you have to go. The field needs you, your family needs you. You have to go. So we make decision to come here for our personal, for our children, for family and the fields. So we are very happy here. I'm not good in health. I have fatty livers 4-5 years back. I have high blood pressures. I have sugars. Sometimes triglyceride high. And gastritis also sometimes I have. All this because of my overeating. Okay. Here I learn overeating and alcohol mix. Effect is same. How they work in our body. So I have been a pastor with alcoholic. So very bad. Overeating cost me a lot. So from here I learned, I have a new understanding of Genesis chapter 1 and 2. I used to preach and teach people in different way. But this chapter 1, 2 is for me. Amen. And many times, 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 16, do you know that your body is the temple of God? That the Holy Spirit dwells in you. If anyone defiles the temple of God, God will destroy him. We used to preach for others. This Bible verse for me. I defile the temple of God with overeating, improper food. So I have a new understanding for me. And also, I have a new understanding of the Gospels. The Gospel embrace all-round restoration, even our health. When we talk about Gospel, if we believe Jesus, eternal life, He'll give us. Eternal life is a perfect life, without these diseases and all. So we have to restore our health even this earth, if we are accepting the Gospel. And also I'm so much convincing and interest in medical missionary work. So now Recently this year in Calcutta, Sundarban, one sanitarium has been established, and founder, or I don't know, the leaders visit me in Agartala also. We sent more than 10 young people to train for medical missionary. So some teachers are from Fiji University, what I don't know actually, and the leaders who come to Agartala, Mundal, if you can provide us some sort of land, we will establish sanitarium. Then we can train our people medical ministry. So, I am thinking of that. I want to find a land for them also, and surely I already make decisions. We'll think before later, so we prepare for that also. We want to call maker here even in Tripura for seminars. Okay, we'll contact sooner or later. First we'll go home, we'll promote to our family, to our workers, and to our friends, non-Christian also. We'll plan for that. So, I was called to be vegetarian early 90s, totally pure vegetarian for many years. But when I came to Tripura for missionary, one of pastors said, "Hey, you have to eat at least. If we visit people here and there, they'll give you this fish and all. Please you eat." So I start eating vegetables. Oh no, this meat. So because of that, the effect is very bad in my health. Through this Maker Hill seminar, God is calling me to be pure vegetarian. I'll do this. My children don't like meat also. My wife sometimes only she eat. Will do vegetarian food. Not only vegetarian, following the principles of health laid by God. So I'm very happy, but my blood sugar is not under control yet, but the Maker can heal. If I follow, I'll be okay. When I come first night, I was 108. Then the next day 170, and the other day 130. Then 148, 150, and this I pray to God. God, I came here to be healed. Amen. You are my Maker. If you don't heal me, or if you heal me also, the responsibility I rest upon you. Amen. I just pray. And this morning it come down to 130. I hope it will come down. Thank you so much.
Good evening, all of you. My name is Bimal Santal. I am from Tripura, as Pastor told. First of all, I like to thank God. He has brought us here because God is wise. God is love. And secondly, I want to thank the Maker Hills team. Really, they took the responsibility what God has given to them. Far away, the country, they have come to India. It is not easy to teach in different country to different people, staying with them. It is not easy. So I like to thank very much. They have suffered lots because of our bad habit. I should say our bad habit. God says in the Bible, do not touch unclean. But today the unclean entered in our body and our body defiles. What I want to say, why I came here? Because as Pastor told that I got heart attack. This is the month of December. Within 5 days, I have changed 3 hospitals. My brother Uttam is there. We are so poor. We don't have land, we don't have proper house, we don't have anything. But why I got this kind of heart attack, I don't know. I was admitted for 2 days. One night, one hospital, that is district hospital, and they have checked my ECG, and ECG shown that is troponin positive. Troponin positive is heart attack. So they didn't keep me there, and they refer me in the Agartala, Tripura, the biggest hospital, GB. Let's go GB Agartala. There I kept 2 nights. So after 2 nights, I'm not recovering. It's more and more worse, serious. Immediately they write the refer, CMC in Vellore. So my brother is there, my wife was there, nobody is there. We don't have money. We don't have money. I had 10,000 only. So when I start this district hospital there, I spend maybe 4,000. Another 6,000 left. We hire vehicle. My wife is worried. No money. We call our cycle leader. He also went some other place. He's working, taking care. So I call this brother to come. We phone here and there, no money. No money. So after that, brother Uttam came. He called one of our elder. We raised one fund that is called Circle Committee Budget. From there, he borrowed money, 30,000. That is so very late. I cannot say what the doctor tell to this Uttam. I don't know. But now I can know that he is told by doctor that he will die. He will not live anymore. He will die. So my wife knows that my husband will die. My brother also knows that my brother will die. But I did not know that whether I will die or not. When doctor came, believe in God. We cannot do anything. Believe in God. He will take care of you. He will save you. No doctor. No people. And immediately this brother Uttam called to ILS. We cannot go there in Vellore, CMC. You cannot. And they say, you are a worker, no? You are Christian, no? So you can get concession. Concession. You go there, CMC. You go. So we'll write something. You'll get. So I cannot talk. They cannot talk. Immediately, Uttam, he make the communication in the ILS office, the ILS hospital. They make the agreement 50,000. 50,000, but we don't have 50,000. And after going there, they took me with ambulance immediately from that GB, the biggest hospital in the Tripura, and ILS hospital. So there, I admitted. Registration fee 5,000. Per bed, per day, bed charge is 4,400, 500. 2 days I will stay there, 9,000. Check up everything. I spent there more than 1 lakh, around 1 lakh 10,000. So what I want to say is, we are poor. We are lack of money. After coming here, I realize God says, don't touch unclean. Oil is unclean for us. Meat is unclean for us. Fish is unclean for us. Because I ate, before I got heart attack, I ate too much chicken. That also what? I don't feel sad to say, the chicken skin, that poultry chicken skin in Tripura is very famous. So people used to buy that one very cheap and very taste. That one I eat. Since I don't have money much, no. So it is very easy to buy that one. But I did not know that it will affect in my body. So I realized I should leave this. So I leave now that one, and I ate fish. So after coming here, now I know that fish also not good at all. Not good at all. So what I know, what I gain from here, the spirituality, God is taking care for our life. God is that much wise. But why we are that much foolish? Why we are that much foolish? He is sending people, He is sending His servant to people to teach them, to make them understand, to make them know that this is not good, this is not to take this. But still we are searching. We are searching the way. Which one we can take? Which one we cannot take? Still. So I like to thank God. He is taking care of me. He is taking care of everybody of us. He don't want that people should die. People should live long. That's the reason He sent those servants, those people who are taking the responsibility for God's cause. They are very much with responsibility, but we should know. So this, I have to say many things. I have very much long testimony. I don't want to say, but God is good for us. So let us follow what God says. I am decided that I will follow because I suffer. I am about to die, but God rescue me. God rescue me. So this is, my stomach before it was like this. Really, my stomach was like this. Now it's flesh. And I am taking every day. Still I have medicine because I am going with medicine. Now I have medicine. My BP was here. Who is the high level BP? Can you say please? I am requesting. I have 195 while I came here. 195. So now 120. Praise the Lord. My sugar was 150 while I came here. Now 114 this morning. So this is good sign. So why should I deny what God says? I have to accept peacefully, freely, happily. That's I want. So not only myself. Let us follow what God says. Let us listen. Let us do obedience to God. Thank you so much, team, leader, and the group. Your hard work. Okay. Thank you so much.
My name is Ankinini from Mizoram. As Health Ministries Director there in Mizo Conference, I have a great desire to come to this seminar and join this seminar. And when I came here, I have high blood pressure and knee pain and allergy. And now my knee pain all gone. Amen. And my allergy also much better. And my blood pressure is not coming down. It's because I have a stress. Because my close relative is in hospital, ICU, getting treatment. That is why I'm stressed. I'm so blessed physically and spiritually. After hearing the message from Mrs. Joy and Miss Joy, I am so convinced and I'm inspired. And now I have a strong desire and strong determination to become a vegetarian. I think this I will be able to do. That I am lucky that I have a husband who is a vegetarian, strong vegetarian. I know very sure that if I'm not a vegetarian, I would be able to give a message to my people, this health message. That is why I'm very blessed spiritually and physically, and I'm so much inspired by all the testimonies we have heard from the team members. Lastly, I want to say thank you to Joy and the team members for accepting our invitation to come to Mizoram.
I am Lalbi Agdiki from Mizoram, working in Mizo Conference of SDA. And you know, I'm blessed by this Maker Hills seminar, physically and spiritually. Physically, you know, I have joint pains and ulcer. And my joint pains is gone. And I hope my ulcer also will be gone. I didn't test yet. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, because I don't feel any pain before also. Now also I don't feel pain. And spiritually, I am blessed, you know. When Mrs. Choi told us that we have to proclaim the third angel's message with the words of these healthy fruits and vegetarian. So that really touched me, you know. I want to be a part of this remnant church, the one who proclaimed the third angel's message. So when I heard that one, it really touched me that I need to be vegetarian. Before I thought I will not be a vegetarian my whole life. And since then, I can be a good instrument for God. But after hearing that, I came to realize that I can be more effective if I'm vegetarian, the one who proclaimed three angels' message. And I have to go back to Genesis chapter 1 and 2. That really touched me, and I determined that I should follow the message. And by God's grace, I hope I will be able to do and even teach the other people. That really, all the message touched me, and I just want to follow all those. I don't know whether I'll be able to do or not, but by God's grace, I hope I'll be able to follow all those things. That's it.
Yes, I know that the time is going so fast, and then we cannot just go on speaking. But nevertheless, I am also thought that I may be the only one left, so I should take my chance. Well, wherever I go, wherever I attend that meeting, wherever I go, I meet my friends in the meetings. I will be the smallest man. All of them, they look healthy, they look good, and also this really troubled me. And when I came back, some of my friends, whenever they meet me, the first thing they will do is, they will do like this. Before they speak to me, they'll come to me and they will do. And then some of them will say, my friend, he said, you are not eating properly. I said, no, I'm eating more than some of the big men. Then he said, you need to do something. And so this created me worry for all the time. I was worried. I said, well, I don't know. I did not really get any serious sickness. I don't know. Maybe something very serious is there. And my wife said, you have to go to Vellore. And she forced me 1 year, no, 2 years, no. And the president said, one time, she said, yes, this man must go there. And my wife was more inspired. And then finally, I went to the meeting, and then I went to Vellore. And my wife also, she followed immediately. She knew that I made the decision to go to Vellore hospital. Then she came, she flew, and then we were there in Vellore. Well, we were there for 1 week doing all the checking. And at the time when the doctor called for the report, I said, if he say you have a very serious disease, what shall we do? Then my wife said, don't worry. As long as you live, you be joyful. I said, oh, you are right. That's the only we can do. And so when I sat there, and then I sat in front of the doctor, and he said, what is your problem? And I said, sir, I started to see my hair started falling, my nose always blocked, my eyesight is growing dim, always sore throat, I catch cold very easily, my stomach, and I go down. And then the doctor said, you don't have any problem. And I thought he just consoled me for the sake of consolation. I said, I was shocked. I said, doctor, do you really mean that? He said, yes. All you have to do is, how long you have suffered? I said, 25, 30 years. He said, okay, since you suffer that many long, you take this medicine for 11 months. So he prescribed. And so I went and took those medicine, but they are only vitamin D. I said, vitamin D probably because I work as an accountant and I used to sit from sunrise to sunset and the sun never see me, I never see the sun. And I thought maybe this is the reason all I need is to stay in the sunshade. Okay. But then wherever I go, people wonder at me, at my stature. But the only comfort that I used to get is from my wife. When I said, hey, what? I don't know what to do. No, you look good. You look good. Every time. That's the only consolation. So anyway, after hearing, I've gone to all the doctors in Shillong here itself. I practically from up Shillong till down Shillong, many hospitals in Guwahati, I have gone to get some help here and there, trying to be a better man. But I give up. Nothing worked. So now for 1 year or so, I never take any medicine also, except 1 or 2 times paracetamol, and that was the only thing. Then I said then I hear about Maker Hill, that you are coming. I have heard sometime before, but I knew that you are coming now. I said, this is going to be the last time for me to be fat. But then when I came here among you, everybody as you came and you measure and then you did your test, all of you talk only about reducing weight. Nobody talk about increasing weight. I was feeling totally like out of place, and I said, and so as you go through your measurement, I was thinking I'm the only one really sick. Nobody knows my problem. And so as you go, you're checking and all, and I found that all of you, most of you are having some problem, and I was quite happy. I said, oh, I am not the only one getting sick. Anyway, I'm really saying I'm feeling happy because you are sick, but I'm only feeling that I am not too bad. What I thought is that, oh, not too bad for me. And then anyway, I don't know whether I will ever become more fat or not. I'm always in the borderline, or if I get a little cold or a little bit upset in stomach, then I go a little bit low. Otherwise, then when I feel quite better, I go to the border, but hardly cross the border. Brother Vinod, he has measured nicely, and he said, little underweight. And he cancelled, he said, oh, normal. And he said, okay. I said, 0.5 is there. And he calculated again, and he said, oh, you are a little bit above the normal. And that made me happy again. And so I really need to maintain that. Well, that is one part of it. Even if I don't ever get fat also, I think if I don't get sick, it's okay. I learn to accept it. But the thing is that I was thinking, I realized that I have not studied my Bible. Of course I study, I work I used to be proud to my wife. I said, see, the moment I landed in Shillong, they made me church elder, English church elder. Almost going to be 10 years. And I thought I was quite busy. I thought I'd do my job properly in the office. I thought I'm trying to do my best, and then in the church also. But then I realized that it's really far away because I did not know much of the scripture. I read, but I don't understand. Each time I make a resolution of studying God's word, I start with Genesis, but then I end up somewhere, and then I give up, I start again. And especially Genesis, I've been reading over and over again. The moment I lost track where I reach, again I begin Genesis. But really nothing gets in me. I read the other, I preach many sermons to say so, because we are anyway in the church, but then it's all, I understand that it's all just on the skin part. Nothing is inside. But now this your coming have really impressed me that really we need to study God's word. We need to study. We need to study. There is no other way for us. If we want to know God, if we want to love God, if we want to be in heaven, the only way is that we really have to study, pray, and follow it, do it. Thank you so much for making me awake. I used to see my son, just another 1 minute, Pastor. I used to see my son, he used to study like at 5 o'clock in the morning. He would spread the Bible, and sometimes Pastor Zibik would say, each time he enters our home, he loves our home. We are very grateful for that. And he always visits, and he see a big Bible on the table. That was not me. It is... yeah. Probably you think that it is me. It is Hamidan. And so each time I get up, I will see that, oh, he is there. And I have not even studied properly my Sabbath school, but he is there. But then I knew that I have not done it. But what your coming here have made me that I should do it. It will not help me just to feel that I have not done it. I have not studied it. It will not help. But now I realize that we should be serious. We should be serious. This is my advice also to every one of you. Yeah, I mean, you are already advised, but this is my wish. And thank you so much to Joyce. Your Mrs. Joyce has been a real great blessing, and you are the sports lady, and your voices and your expression, your look, everything as you translate was so clear and so nice, and we are really indebted to all of you. Every one of you, thank you so much. And we wish that God will give a privilege once again for us to hear, so that we will be more into it. Now it's just, we are like just getting numb for the first time, but the second time it will go even deeper in us. Thank you.
I'm not going to tell all what I'm thinking to tell, but I'll just cut very short. My name is Barclay Muman. I'm working here. I started fasting beginning from Sunday evening, and I noticed the very next day my stomach was flattening. And on Wednesday evening, I went to the tailor where I ordered a suit, and he remeasured my waist, and it's 2 inches reduced. So I confirmed that it should be that way. The stitching size should be not 38, it should be 36. At the beginning of McCarthy's program, my weight was 84 kg. Then it was reduced to 78, and this morning it's 79. My blood pressure did not really come down. But anyway, it's reduced already. What happened was that it was 130 by 90 before. Then after some time, it came down to 125 by 80. That was very good result, according to my age. And this morning, I don't know whether the measurement was correct or not, but it was found out it's beyond 130 again. But I know it's going to take time for the improvement. And this morning, my wife saw that I didn't snore anymore at night. And before Mikhail's come, I was having a toothache. I hope my toothache also will go away. I'm not taking any medicine for BP now. I was spending $260 every month, and I know I don't need to spend money for BP medicine anymore. And I will continue controlling my food and will have enough regular exercise. Madame Joy, allowed me to translate the textbook we are using to translate into Garo language. Ichiwa says, health is the best way to approach individual and families. That's Colporter Evangelist, page 81. And in Medical Ministry, page 252, she says, with medical missionary, the sick would be restored to health, and many souls would be led to light. My plan, I have something. This year, I have submitted the article to our Garo daily newspaper. Both were published in the newspaper. I have the copies. And one was on diabetes, and the other one was on malaria. Prayerfully, I'm thinking of publishing the instructions that Mekar Hills gave to the newspaper, and I hope this is the good way to spread the Jesus message through health. And I thank the communication address given by the Makers Hill, and I'm going to ask you more not question and give you a report of the improvement or the progress of my work. Thank you for the YouTube that you have posted in the internet, and though I have no time to hear all of those, I know I'm going to download all of those, and if there's anything that you have not posted, please post all. Spiritually, I'm going to have a closer connection with Jesus, because without Jesus, without Christ, we can do nothing. Our purpose is to bring people spirituality through health and unto salvation, which is the purpose of the Maker Hills. May God continue to bless and use Maker Hills team.
Thank you for this chance. My name is Devila. I'm from Garo Hills. And Garo Hills, just before reaching Riverside School, my village is there. It's from my village, it's just maybe 10 minutes drive. We came here, now this is 4th year. I'm working in this union. My parents were Adventists, and so we are born Adventists. But they don't know all these kind of teachings, so they eat meat so much. They like. So we love to eat meat. Every market day, my parents used to bring meat, at least 2-3 kgs. And my mother will divide it for at least 2 days. That means morning, evening. So likewise, when we have our own family, I also used to follow, because I know that meat is very good for health. So, and it's very tasty. So at least Friday we used to buy chicken half kg or at least 1 power. If we have enough money, I used to buy this whole chicken and eat on Sabbath till Sunday morning. But I don't cook plenty in one meal, but at least 4 meals. Friday evening, Sabbath morning, evening, till Sunday evening. Like that I used to divide. But even though I think it is very good, tasty curry, we never have good health. I used to get sick, children used to get sick. Then until we got teaching from foreigners, they taught how to drink water, when to drink water, how much to drink water, what to eat, how to eat, when to eat. But it was not so powerful. But I feel this is Maker Hills team's teaching is very much powerful. So we became vegetarian for some time. Again we went back to non-veg. That is how, on and up. And I was vegetarian for at least 2-3 years when I was in ATS before. Then, when I came back to village, I became non-veg again, like that. And before we came to this place, we were vegetarian for about 10 years. That is because we were pastor's family, and we are leaders. We have to be good example for our church members. That is how we became a vegetarian. But after some time again, we came back to the same way of eating. Non-veg. After coming here, we started buying little something, chicken sometimes, fish, and that is how we become non-veg again. But now, after getting powerful teachings, we will not buy again anymore meat, fish. I want myself to be a healthy mother, and I want my children to be healthy. I want my husband to be healthy. And after retirement, I was thinking of 10 years only. I want healthy and happy retirement years, long years. I want that one. So big thanks to Maker Hills team. I feel this program is a big parcel came down from heaven for my family. I feel like that. So for accepting, for being in this program, I would like to thank our leaders, our president, and special thanks to the special thing. May God bless you.
Do you have any person
Oh,
is helping you?
I was having high BP. But after taking for 1 year, my BP is normal. But that medicine also not ordinary medicine. It was double dose. What my husband is taking, double dose. Everyone is going for medical checkup, general medical checkup. So I feel jealous. Why not I take chance? I also take chance. I feel very healthy. I don't have any sickness. I hardly get sick. But when we were eating meat, I used to get sick most of the time. That also typhoid only, no other sickness. But when we reduce eating meat, that typhoid sickness also become less and less and less. But after stopping meat eating, no more typhoid sickness. But when I went to this hospital, first thing doctor found me high BP, that 180. And on the second day, he gave me medicine, ordinary one. It came down to 150. Then on the third day, it went up again to 180. So he gave me double dose, 10G40, 10GCH40, very high power. That only I'm still taking until that Sunday morning, last Sunday morning. And now, after attending, after practicing all these eating habits, my BP without medicine, it is normal, 110. 3 days already, 110 by 70, 110 by 70. This morning was 110 by 70. Praise God for all these blessings. Thank you. Rather than BP, I have no other sickness.
My name is Dana. I'll make it short. I have 4 things to share with you, my testimony. Firstly, about fasting that I have learned. Before, whenever we have a communion service, we used to fast. I'm also fasting. But when fasting time is over, I eat a lot. So that makes a problem. So when we are going to have a communion service again, that will not be happen again. Secondly, I understand that the connection between three angel message and health message. So I am now realized that how to proclaim the message that three angel message and the message health message should be preached together for the remnant church. This is the last days, so we have to reform our church members. Thirdly, to learn a healthy cooking food. And lastly, before I have a problem in my stomach, so gastritis, and when I start fasting, I have a little problem in my stomach. So, but I'm continuing that fasting, and then I am now realize that I don't have that much problem, and I will be okay. So that is my testimony that I'm sharing you. Thank you, Maker Hill Ministry.
Okay, time run very fast. I should go straight.
I'm the wife of.
Okay, my husband is Pastor Rodin Liana. I am one of the workers for this office. Okay, before we start our seminar, I was a little bit worried about fasting because my body is very weak. If I eat late my lunch, I used to feel faint and fatigue and all, shivering. No, that's why I'm so worried. But I pray to God. God answered my prayer. It doesn't happen any problem from my body. I have high BP and little bit sugar, Till now it might be high, but I will be okay. I hope so. That is part 1. Then part 2. Thursday or Wednesday sermon really touched my heart. I could not hold my tears. I cried so much because my soul thirsts. I really like a spiritual sermon. I like so much. That time she preached like this. Every day we need to receive new manna from heaven. This is very true. Why we preach the same sermon all the time? Because of what? Because we don't give much time to God. We need to spend time with God as much as possible so that we may experience the Holy Spirit. It is written in the Testimonies, all who really in Christ will experience the benefit of this union. It is written. It is very true. For me also, for several years, I dedicate my life to Jesus. But when I had this sermon, it reminded me I still have a long way to go. Though I am a mission worker, I didn't do anything for Jesus. I really want to do, but I don't know how to do. Just sitting in the office is not enough, I think. We have to do something for God. If God's will, we may plan something. And when I heard their testimony, Miss Joy and other people, it really touched my heart. I also would like to thank the Makers Hills group. We learned so many things about cooking and health. Thank you so much. We are going to miss you. May God bless you all. Thank you.